Karoline Leavitt kicked off Stephen Colbert's show after an explosive truth that shook the studio. A Broadway DramaWatch special, where politics meets popcorn. Disclaimer: this is a creative, fictionalized dramatic retelling crafted for entertainment, storytelling, and YouTube flair, not a factual report. Buckle in. Tonight, on DramaWatch Live, the stage lights are bright, the truth bombs are louder, and the late show studio may never recover. What really happened when Karoline Leavitt went head-to-head with Stephen Colbert? Why were producers seen sprinting backstage? And how did one explosive truth turn into the most shocking talk show exit of the year? Grab your popcorn, this episode is going full Broadway. Juicy, long and impossible to look away from. It was supposed to be just another night on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, a witty monologue, a celebrity or two, and a political guest ready to spar with the host's sharp humor. But oh no, that night quickly abandoned the script and dove straight into theatrical chaos. Karoline Leavitt, known for her fiery rhetoric and no-nonsense bite, stepped onto the stage wearing a smile that said, "I know something you don't." Colbert greeted her with his usual playful grin, unaware that the next 10 minutes would become the talk of the internet, the blogs, the group chats, and possibly the next off-Broadway production. The interview started smoothly enough. Colbert threw a few jokes. The audience laughed. Leavitt smirked. But when the subject shifted to political messaging, the studio lights seemed to glare just a little brighter, the kind of brightness you feel before a thunderstorm hits. Then she dropped it. "Stephen, the truth is, you don't want people to hear this," she said, leaning forward with theatrical precision. Colbert blinked. The audience murmured. The cameras zoomed in automatically, because even machines know when drama is brewing. Leavitt launched into what the internet is now calling the Midnight Truth monologue. Words flew. Claims spiraled. Colbert fired back with sarcasm so sharp it could slice through studio walls. Producers hovered at the edges of the stage like firefighters holding hoses. And then, the moment that launched 1,000 reaction videos. Leavitt stood up. Colbert stood up. The audience gasped. Security peeked around the curtain. Colbert, still trying to keep the show afloat, joked, "Well, this escalated faster than my writer's strike anxiety." But Leavitt wasn't laughing. She delivered her final line, one that will go down in the fictionalized hall of talk show chaos. "If you won't let the truth stay in the building, then I won't stay either." The audience froze. The studio air turned to ice. And before anyone could blink, she was escorted off stage, in what social media later dubbed, the Walk of Thunder. Colbert adjusted his glasses, took a sip of water, and looked directly into camera 3. "Well," he said, "that's one way to end an interview." The audience roared. The internet exploded. And Broadway. Broadway is already negotiating the musical rights. And that, my friends, is the full Broadway scale breakdown of the night Karoline Leavitt shook The Late Show stage to its core. Was it truth? Was it theater? Was it chaos wrapped in politics wrapped in glitter? You decide. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, because next week, we dive into another celebrity moment so dramatic, Shakespeare himself would be taking notes.